Hello and welcome to the Marine Channel. We've got a very special boat for you today. It's a 37-metre Benetti. It's the biggest boat we've ever featured, and I'm going to give you a full tour. Now I'm starting here on this amazing kind of beach club area. So the way that this works, if you look ahead there, this sort of cutout, what was stood on here effectively kind of folds up into that panel. So you know when you look at a boat like the one next to us, there's kind of an upright stern or a slightly angled stern. That's effectively what we're stood on now, and this goes up, retracts, and then forms a seal there. What it does give us is I haven't got the exact dimension. I would say it's probably about 8 metres of bathing platform here. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you can see it's set up with a couple of big sort of beanbag lounges. We've got our foiling boards there as well. And then of course we've got a tender garage. I'm going to show you the tender garage from the engine room actually, because it's easier to see whilst this particular part is down. So we're going to move on up into the, it's a big boat, so I'll keep going. I won't open every cupboard and drawer because it'll get tedious. I'll just show you the important stuff if you like. So first of all, we've got this amazing lounging area here, all undercover, so if it's a really intense day and the sun is beating down, come down here, get some shade, and curl up with a good book or a drink or whatever is your fancy. Now this is what they call a tri-deck design, so we're effectively on the ground floor if you like. There's another level downstairs which is where the accommodation is, and there's another level up there. But we'll do this first of all. While I'm here actually, I'm just going to show you where the engine room access is, and I'm going to take you down there and show you the rather impressive engines. Okay, so we're going to venture down into the engine room. This is the bit where I must not trip. Now, as you can imagine, a boat this size, it's a pretty substantial space. Power twin MANs. We can just peek through here actually. That's where our tender is. Williams, not sure what size that one is, but it looks fairly substantial. And then we've got our Sea-Doo or jet ski. Access there as well from the deck, we can get straight down there, don't have to come down to the engine room. If we swing around here through this watertight door, here are our MANs. Full standing headroom down here. It's like the Starship Enterprise. Then you look along here at all these display panels, control panels, air conditioning units over here. And then these are V12 1400s, so twin 1400s. 2,800 horsepower from these, and just everything on these boats is monumental. I mean, you think about a boat and it's kind of like, it's like a small house, right? When you get into something like this at 37 meters, then it's like a block of flats, because you've got to have power, light, heat, air conditioning, sewage treatment, water purification, comms, you know, all your internet, all that kind of good stuff. So it's a technical tour de force, and then of course you're throwing it through an ocean at speed. I mean, this will cruise at 12 knots, it's got a maximum of 18, but I mean you can be out in some pretty rough weather which you wouldn't be in your block of flats or your house. So this is really engineered to be incredibly robust. I'm not an engineer myself, but I can appreciate something that's been installed this beautifully. So there you go, that's what the engine room looks like on a 37-metre Benetti. Right, whoop, said he. Just missing the step, there you go, tiny step there. I was looking ahead, not down. Let's go back upstairs and we'll continue our tour. Okay, so that's the engine room. Now let's go and look into the main saloon area. All you do is touch that and it opens rather magically. How lovely is this? So it really does feel like stepping into another world. So this boat's currently on brokerage at 17.5 million euros. You can charter it. It'll cost you, depending whether it's high or low season, between 150 and 165,000 euros a week. But it is spectacular, isn't it? The glazing on this is just awesome. You see the full length windows there. You've got your blind sort of half down. If we pan over to the port side here, that's what it looks like when it's kind of fully open. And then we've got a dining table here for 10. And the master suite is actually on this level. So we'll walk up on the starboard side. There's our staircase we can take to go up or down. We'll go downstairs in a minute, look at the accommodation, but we'll head forward for a moment and into our master suite, our owner's suite. And what a suite it is. Obviously full beam. Massive bed there. You've got all these glass fronted walk-in wardrobes there. Here's an owner's boat, so there's stuff in there. Whoop, there's me. You don't want to see me too much. And then of course we've got his and her bathrooms. So got loos and showers tucked away there. Wonderful use of this kind of marble throughout. And then you've got access to this shower room from both sides. So effectively you've got private sinks and private loos, and then you've got this big kind of 2 or 3 person shower with a rainfall. And what's quite neat is these doors as well. So these doors just kind of hinge back on themselves and they go flush. They don't take up any space. Not that you're short of space, of course, on a boat like this. And as I say, we've got the same kind of setup over on this side. So here we've got the loo in there, and then we've got access to the shower, as you saw. So this is quite beautiful. Very, very nice use of wood, colours, LEDs, all this kind of stuff, as you'd expect on a boat of this kind of size and quality. Big AV there, little desk area, etc, etc. So that's the owner accommodation on, if you like, the ground floor, for want of a better word. Move back down this corridor here, and then I'm going to take you into one of the crew areas. So down here is our staircase to accommodation. Now it is a boat show, it is in use, there are people around, so, and this is their living space. So we won't linger too long, but we want to give you an idea of where everything is on this boat. So first of all, we've got sort of crew mess area here, seating for about 4, big TV and so forth, and then we've got a little bit of space down here for catering, and then just around the corner and through we've got our cabins. So I won't go in there because they are in use, but there are 3 cabins from memory, and also a heads. So I think this boat runs normally with a crew of 7, including the skipper. And then we've got 5 guest cabins, which gives us accommodation for 10. Now this is actually where the galley is. I'll just see if that's available. Okay, so it is being used. That's okay. So this is the galley. So this will be used obviously by the crew as well. Nice and private. And as is usual, we've got all our, storage, refrigeration, all the way along the side here. And there is a door through here, this glass, what looks like a glass mirror here. This will take you through into the saloon. And then you've also got a side exit, so you can go and serve the deck space. I think a dumb waiter, not sure. It is a dumb waiter, thank you. Good stuff, thank you. Okay, so that's the crew zones. And then back out into kind of the public areas. Right, so this is where we came in. We came in through that saloon. As I said, we've got a staircase up, we've got a staircase down. I'm going to take you downstairs first of all, and I'm going to show you the guest accommodation. Because it's such a big boat, I just think this is the easiest way to understand where everything is. When you get down here, it does feel almost like you've stepped into kind of a private hotel. So we've got this sort of lobby area, and then what we've got is 2 cabins forward and 2 cabins aft. So let's go and look at these first of all. So the first one is set up as a twin. Loads of headroom, and as you'd expect on a boat of this kind, everything's got its own ensuite. So separate shower cubicle, sink, toilet, etc, etc. Lots of storage here under the bed as well, which is a good idea. And then I think we've also got some storage over there looking at the handles. Back out through here, and we've got effectively the same size cabin set up as a double. Little seat there, AV on the wall. Again, this is really nice. The way they sort of use these, I'm not sure what they are, like bamboo-y kind of stuff, but it's lovely wood. And that's mirrored behind it, so you get the light and reflection, but you also get this really kind of serene feeling, very zen. I'm around here, and there we are. Again, our ensuite. So 2 doubles forward, or a twin and a double, and then walk back through the lobby. And then these doubles are kind of mirrored. So we've got one on the port side, one on the aft side, starboard. And they both have the same accommodation. You'll notice here as well that they use pocket doors here. So I love these. I think it's a great idea. I don't know why more boats don't. Well, I do know, because they're expensive. But effectively, when the doors aren't in use and you push them back into that space, you don't use up any room. They don't bang back on anything. So it's a lovely bedroom. And we've got 4 of them plus the owners. So there you go. Let's make our way back upstairs. So we've been, if you like, in the basement. We've been to ground level. And now we're going to go up a level. So 2 ways we can do that. We can either use the internal staircase, or we can go outside. I'm going to use the internal staircase. And what this will do, it will give us an option. If we turn left at the top of the stairs, we'll go into the bridge area where our captain is. And the captain's cabin is actually there on the left hand side. Won't go in there because it's in use. But it's a big bridge, isn't it? Proper big boat bridge. Access out obviously onto the side deck. But if we'd gone the other way, then we would have come into this, well, I suppose one of the better word, flybridge area, with this second lounge. We can go out then onto another dining area. So I think this boat flows really, really beautifully. Again, seating up here for 10 people. Somebody's got their Peloton bike, so even the very wealthy want to keep fit when they're on holiday. There's just bundles of space, which I know sounds obvious in a boat that's 37 metres long, but it just feels very accessible space. Drift out here to the back, we've got this sort of seating area. You can see here this bimini with the carbon fibre poles. As we look down onto that sun deck area, that beach club area that we started the tour on. So pan round here. Aha! There is another area. Let's go up here. So another lounging, relaxing area with a bar right at the front. Probably the biggest suntan I've seen. Again, we've got these lovely covers, bimini covers, and another place to dine. You could actually choose a different dining area for every meal of the day on this boat. And as we move forward, this is our bar area, complete with bar stools. Now, you might be saying, now, on a boat this size, I'd kind of expect to have had a jacuzzi. Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Well, don't worry. As we look at the front here, we can see where it is. We will go down there in a minute. Just underneath, you might be able to see, just underneath those bimini covers, there is the mummy and daddy of all jacuzzis. Absolutely gorgeous. So we'll finish up on the bow. I'll show you that in a minute. This is that bar area. Obviously under here we've got refrigeration, ice makers, all that good stuff. Lovely, isn't it? Now, I said it was a tri-deck. I was lying, really. It's described as a tri-deck, but actually, there's this kind of extra, I don't know what you call it, almost a crow's nest, a secret area, a fourth deck. And it really is something pretty special. So it's designed for maybe the owner and a friend. It's just one big sun lounger up here. And then there's this incredible glazing that effectively you look straight at. It looks like this is open, but there is actually some glass here. And if you suffer from vertigo, you might want to hold on, because we're here at the show and I think we're pretty much the tallest boat here at the minute. I don't think anybody here is stood any taller than we are. And you can just see down there where that bimini is just covering up the jacuzzi. But we'll make our way down there and finish up on the bow. I'm hoping there's no wind noise on this, because there's a little bit of wind. Sometimes the camera picks it up, sometimes it doesn't. I'm hoping today is one of those doesn't. And while I'm filling time, can I also say, if you've not subscribed, why not subscribe now? It's completely free. It helps us as a channel. And if you click the alert button, we'll notify you every time there's a new video. And you can have a little look. We also welcome your comments. So please let us know what you think of the boats that we're taking around. Get a discussion going. Boats are very personal, so it's absolutely fine to hold a different opinion. Okay, so we're back into this little loungy area here. Of course, there's going to be little heads in there, isn't there? Oh, it's a wine. Oh, look at that. It's a wine cooler. Nice. Okay. So the heads must be out here somewhere. There they are. There they are. Yes. We'll go through the bridge, hang a right, and we'll finish up out on the bow. There we go. I promised you the jacuzzi. And there you go. There's a jacuzzi. There's a sunbed as well, isn't there? Wow. Fit a whole rugby team on there. Nice to see it bubbling away in preparation for our visit this evening. So there you go. Benetti 37m. Largest boat we've ever featured. What a spectacular thing it is. Thing of quite extraordinary beauty. If you've got 17.5 million, I'll put the listing details below so you can contact the broker. But the deal is, you've got to invite us on board for that opening party. So thanks very much for watching the Marine Channel. I hope you've enjoyed it. We certainly have. Keep coming back, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.